Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, an important new word from our sponsors. It's a nice day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how's that new dog working out for you?
Oh, she's around here somewhere. She's super cute. She gets along really well with Rufus. She's, it's a great dog. She's got one quirk though. Like, if there's something really stinky, like very smelly, she just gets her nose in there. Like open trash, sewers, or like a dead animal in the gutter when I'm walking. I cannot pull her away. She just in there, nose right in there.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just got to make sure that there's nothing too smelly around here for her to get into.
We're good over here.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Joe.
Hey doggy. Hey. Nice dog. Okay.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I guess she likes me, huh?
Joe, what the hell?
Okay.
What do you have in there?
Get out of here.
No, Joe.
Help me. Help
What is
me.
that smell, Joe?
Can you help me?
Oh God.
No, just put the dog away.
Whew.
I'm trying.
We need to get that boy some Manscaped.
Bad. Real bad.
It's bad. If dogs won't leave you alone, it's time to grab yourself some Manscaped. Get rid of all bad odors. We've got 20% off and free shipping right now. Use our promo code below. Joe, how the hell did you get that doggy off you?
Was not easy. Had to really
you grabbed that
spray it on
Manscaped.
there.
Guys, grab yourself some Manscaped. Don't be like OJ in that situation. And get the... Click the links below. Manscaped supports us, supports the show. They've got tons of products, not just the trimmers and everything, but stuff to make you
Smells
feel
great.
and smell good. All right, Alex. So we're going to have a bunch of Disney videos from the Disney Plus day in separate trailer reactions. We've been working on fucking Taints Row. I know it's going to end up being a month late. Probably barely get viewed, but I think it's important that we put out a video on that since it was a franchise that we liked.
And we played it all.
And we fucking played it all. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. It's probably not ready yet. We're going to be working on it this week and hopefully be out by this late next week maybe. But so a lot of gaming stuff recently happened, and this is part 2. So what else do we got on the docket here?
Atomic Heart. They're like, it's coming out the end of this year, and they're like, I meant winter. And everyone's like, well, what does that mean?
The winter.
And then
So-
I meant Q4.
And then it's like, well, no, where we're from, winter's like really long, and it can be like, it's like just tell us it's delayed. So as of right now, it looks like I would bet that it's going to be at the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
And so, because their Steam page starts talking about those of us who live in northern climates will immediately recognize that a big chunk of this winter is in Q4, and then it starts talking about other stuff. So they're not giving us an exact date, so it looks like it's going to be pushed back.
That's
Also,
fine.
Russian studio as well, so I don't know if the war is affecting them. So that also could factor in.
Yeah, they mentioned before that it made it like the whole embargo, and made it difficult for them to live and work, and so it was. I imagine it was very, very tough for them.
It's fine. I kind of assumed that shit would get delayed.
Take your time. Make sure it's nice and polished. It's where the state where you want it to be released. Not where it's like, oh, more
There you
updates
go,
are coming.
Joe. Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with delaying the game.
Yeah, and I on my July 2020 list, I thought that it would get delayed. Hogwarts got delayed. Marvel Midnight Suns just was confirmed in our last video, if you watched it, to be this
Undelayed.
year. And Atomic Heart. So 3 of the 10. Pretty good. We're still on track. Dark Tide is still this year, right? Yeah. So we're still on track. Cool.
All right, so we also got Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal have reclaimed their IPs. So now they've got Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Legacy of Kain, and all those back. So hopefully we can start getting games. So that would be really nice. Oh, and the Thief games as well. And so we will... They said that we will take good care of the IPs, and if we set reasonable expectations, I think we will be happy with the financial performance on this. So they're just talking about now that the studios have changed
Everything's all
hands,
set.
so it'll be back. So that's good news if you like those franchises.
I'm looking forward to a new Tomb Raider. The last one was fun.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Call of Duty is going to officially remain on PlayStation for 3 more years. We've been talking about this constantly, and for whatever reason, Jim Ryan of PlayStation just keeps fucking being bitchy and whiny about this whole process. And so Phil Spencer has said, like, no, we're not going to take it off PlayStation. There's too many people on PlayStation. We want you to play our games. And then Jim Ryan comes out, and they met together, and they've confirmed that it will be on there for 3 more years. Let me see what I have.
I don't know what's going on. What would Jim Ryan? Who is Jim Ryan, and why is he doing something?
He's the president of Sony, of PlayStation.
Yeah. So what?
They've been bitchy the entire time that Microsoft now owns Call of Duty, and it's such a massive franchise. And he's like, well, they can't own it because I want it. And he says, Spencer says that for 3 years of the company's contracts, Ryan says it's inadequate and seemingly expresses some frustration over the fact that Spencer publicly discussed that he and Ryan had spoken about it.
Well, yeah, I think it's stupid to try to take it off the fucking PlayStation console. It should be on both consoles. That's where Call of Duty started. So I'm with the bitchy asshole. I guess.
No, because that's what Phil Spencer wants.
Oh, Phil Spencer wants it on both consoles?
Yeah, he said there'd be no reason for it not to be on both. We want it to be on both. The contract says it's going to be on both. Even when the contract's up, it's going to be on both.
What's happening.
And then Jim Ryan's like, well, this is inadequate. And it's like, you should have bought him. Your offer to purchase the studio was so low that they went with the other guy. This is just you being bitchy. And in fact, I mean, it seems like a good situation for PlayStation, so I don't even understand why he's being so bitchy. But I guess he was mad that
he doesn't like to share.
Yeah,
that's why he's like, no, it's my toy. Nobody plays with it.
Yeah, well, Call of Duty had always had those, like, you get it 1 week earlier on PlayStation.
That's what I was thinking of.
It's also happening again this year. Okay. But that's probably not going to happen, any other year after this. So we also got a little bit of a peek at Amy Hennig's upcoming Marvel game.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I wonder if it's a strategy one or if it's an RPG. I guess we don't really know. It's got Black Panther and Captain America in World War II.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, interesting. So that's like it's T'Challa's father, and then like
his grandfather, T'Challa's grandfather. Yeah,
that's right. Because So I wonder what kind of game it's going to be.
They say it's a narrative-driven ensemble adventure game set during World War II.
Adventure, okay. Yeah. That would be like a third person traditionally, I think.
Yeah. So young Steve Rogers, who's Captain America, Azuri, which is T'Challa's grandfather. There's a U.S. soldier, member of the Howling Commandos group, and the leader of the Wakandan Spy Network, which is like just getting set up. And so if you don't know who Amy Hennig is, she was a really big deal. The Uncharted franchise was really big at Naughty Dog for a while before she left, and so she's been she's joined
got a good resume.
Yeah, very good resume. Yeah. Joined Skydance in 2019. So we got a little bit of a glimpse. We haven't seen any of like the gameplay or anything, but it was a pretty big announcement for some of the Disney stuff. Okay. We also got there's a new adventure game. We'll just kind of go quickly over what they announced. Tron Identity. It's new from Disney Studios. Dala Studios and Disney revealed that Disney Illusion Island, a Nintendo Switch exclusive game, will be coming out.
A new Tron game, huh? Identity. I don't know. Do I create myself and it's an RPG? Maybe I would look at it in that case. But if it's some mobile game, get the fuck out of here.
And then we also got some news this week from CD Projekt. So we know they're working on Witcher 4. They've got all the Cyberpunk stuff, but like they're working on Witcher 4 right now. They actually talked about making this one into a new Witcher trilogy as well. So they have the first one, and they're working on these ones. And so that's great. Love more games. Yeah. I just hope that we're not abandoning the ones that aren't. I don't feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of yet. So, but I'd love another Witcher trilogy. I really like the last one. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, they know where the moneymaker's at, and they know where the goodwill is at, and it's with the Witcher franchise. It's a shame that Geralt Stories is over, but maybe he'll make some cameos. I don't know, but I am looking forward to seeing what they have left in the Witcher universe, because it's still
create your own Witcher. I could be my own Witcher.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most exciting part. Yeah. If that's what they go for. You give me some generic asshole that I fucking hate, like in Saints Row, then that's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I think it's easier just to create your own than try to make somebody
redo a Geralt.
That somebody has to like. Yeah, I like this character.
Yeah.
We also got some Cyberpunk news that the new expansion that they showed off will actually be only for next gen consoles and for PC.
Phantom Liberty. Yeah, surprisingly, Keanu Reeves is still involved there, so they're just kind of picking up where they left off. Looks interesting.
Well,
I'll
they have
play
to.
it. I think by then, hopefully, it's good. I know we're on update. When they did the Cyberpunk, we didn't do a trailer reaction for it. We probably should have, but update 1.6. Not quite where we want it to be because we're looking at the redone police and car stuff. That's probably coming in the next update. Maybe, I don't know, 2.0. That's kind of when I was hoping to come in 2.0. So we'll keep our eyes on the Cyberpunk update, and then we'll have a big returning to stream and see how things have progressed. But right now, our boy Paul Tassi went through it, and he's like, "Is it worth going?" He's like, "Nah." So we'll see.
For those of you
Give
who-
him a few more updates, and we'll be on, and then we'll be ready to go into the next year.
For those of you who don't have the PS5s or PC,
I bought it on PS4,
No, yeah.
so,
So-
I don't get an update.
And as far as
You
the
don't
old,
get an update.
it's like, you know what? I
Shit
know
out of luck.
what sucks is I think this is the right move.
I agree.
Because it's holding them back and probably fucked up the development of the first game. And it's like, dude, you don't got a newer console that sucks. But we have to advance technology. We have to move things forward. And some games are expansive and graphics at a certain level are not going to work on the older consoles. It's time to upgrade. It's time to save your money. It's time to go Christmas. It's time to, do
gotta
some
wait for
side
them
jobs.
to get back in stock.
Well, you also can
Go
get
mow
your
some lawns.
you can get your money back. I mean, that's what most people should have done for the old consoles. It's just like
Yeah.
if you bought it on PS4, Sony, which never gives refunds for anything, says you can refund this game because it did not work on the
Nice.
PS4.
Right.
So it does suck if I mean, I can get it on PC, but I bought it on PS4 and I will never be able to play it because with or there won't be faces.
That was
or-
I'm still
not
waiting
smart.
for my update.
we did it for the
faces.
review. It's not like I did it for fun.
I know.
Yeah, but it's just like it is unfortunate they did it that way, but
Yeah.
the game never should have come out on the previous gen consoles anyway because it can't support anything. There's no cars in the street. There's no people walking. There's no quests in there. It's like you have to have the new stuff. So
Yeah.
totally makes sense. But it is shitty for those of you who do not have a next gen console. All right, you got some updates on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, well, did you
Ring of
know that
Power.
Amazon was also doing a Lord of the Rings MMO?
Oh,
That
they
would've
treat
been-
Lord of the Rings so well.
That'd have been cool to where, well, I mean, the Amazon gaming division is going to be different from the writers and showrunners of Rings of Power, Alex, but okay. And but this thing was canceled. Hey, there you go, Alex. You happy about that?
Yes.
It was canceled because things got very complicated. Well, what do you mean? Well, it is Tencent's acquisition of Leyu Holdings, a company that Amazon was working with on the game, and then it was very difficult in the updates to try to, I don't know, work with them. And let's see if they say exactly what they say. They could have reworked its plans to include Tencent and their requirements, and so the two attempted to negotiate after that acquisition of that company that was working with Amazon Games on that. And so the two big ones tried to negotiate, but those negotiations dragged
Just
on
wrong.
for a long time because Tencent realized what was, well, you're spending $1 billion on that show. Let's do this and that on this game. And they couldn't work it out. And so they just cut it off, and they decided to call it quits. And the question was, sure, maybe this could have worked together with Tencent to do something, but I think we were two big companies that really turn into partners doing a property
heads.
where they own the license and we develop the game, and so we decided it's better not to work together here. Then we tried to figure out something with both ends, but I think it dragged on for too long. And then, yeah.
I thought the story was going to be like game development is hard. So we said it is too hard.
Yeah.
We are not going to do it.
Well, I guess Tencent wanted some say in it, and obviously Amazon wanted some say in it, and the says did not match up. and so the whole project got canceled. It's a shame because, like, I think I want a big ass fucking MMO that I'm interested in a universe I'm interested in. I would love a 40K one, hell, even a Warhammer Fantasy one, something. I know there was ones previously and ones that got canceled on the 40K side. I think Tolkien has a great universe, and I think that it would be a cool. And they've done Lord of the Rings in an MMO before, and hopefully they would have built on what they learned from New World. But it's not happening now. Maybe it'll happen in the future. I'm just like, well, why do you have to work with that company that got bought by Tencent? Maybe just scrap the project and rework it with somebody else. And maybe that is happening behind the scenes, but so far, no word. That particular one has been canceled.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings MMO.
So now our hope is in Embracer, because we talked about it on the news a couple weeks ago that Embracer bought like the rights
to some period, right?
Yeah.
And they're not going to sit on that license. They're going to make some games, but whether it's going to be an MMO, a massively multiplayer game, or just an RPG, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean they just purchased it, so they're probably working on it right now. But that's if they're going to do it, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to have to be them. So, the company will explore additional movies. I'm just seeing if they have any plan, if they mention any plans for like MMOs or something like that. But no.
And I just figured this out. I put it in here. High on Life, you know that game with the fucking
The Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty's like guns that talk to you and knives that talk to you. That's December 12th. So it got pegged for this year. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's all I got. Looking forward to seeing CD Projekt Red try to pull things together and have things ready to go by Phantom Liberty. Because if that fucking Phantom Liberty comes out next year and it's as messy as this year, the heads are gonna roll. But I think they'll have it locked down by then. So cool. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you click those links down below. Check out Manscaped. They got amazing boxers, trimmers, soaps, and all sorts of things to make you feel
Various
good.
things.
And we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.